Hello, and how goes it, everyone? This is AdHoc Toth, and today, we will be getting back to the Emirate of Sicily, Age of Vikings Let's Play, Part 2. At the end of Part 1, I promised you that we would start Part 2 off with a battle. Now, we may not have kept all of our promises with the Kingdom of Wessex, but the Emirate of Sicily will be keeping his promises. I guarantee you. We will be starting this this part with a battle. So let's get a look at the forces before us and get this shindig started. We will begin by looking at the terrain. It actually looks quite nice. Nice little hill up there towards the northwest. That's good. I actually think this will work out nicely. If everything goes the way I believe it will, the bulk of that force will start way out in the ocean. Will have to take their sweet ass time getting to me, and they'll be seasick when they do. And hopefully in that time I will be able to deal with what looks like a small force of cavalry on land and the garrison force. But I think I'll have enough time to deal with them and then reorganize and deal with the landing force. I'm not sure. Things rarely go to plan, but we will see. So, let's get started with this battle. Yes, this beautiful hillside over here. We will make deadly use of such a beautiful landscape. It shall be glorious. The cavalry over here. I have not quite decided where they will end up. It will depend on where the garrison force and the cavalry show themselves. Let's get the battle started, because I don't think I can really position them any better than this. There we go. There's the cavalry. Now hopefully the garrison force will be separate from them, and I might even be able to isolate these cavalry units and actually do some nice damage with my archers. We'll see. We'll see how ballsy they are. If they charge us alone, we will shoot them down. And it looks like that's what they're gonna do. So we're gonna get you guys ready with the fire arrows. Yes sir indeed. Fire at will. Infantry is marching into place in between the cavalry and the archers. Good stuff. Good stuff indeed. Spearmen? Yes. Phalanx. Spear wall. Whatever the fuck it is. You, swordsman. Shield wall. Shield wall. Oh shit. Skirmishers sweeping down around my line. No big deal though. It's only one unit. We'll push them back with the general and the skirmishers. No big deal at all. The right flank will be alright. No worries. There we go. Yes, the battle is already turning. Good shit. Would have been nicer if they had charged my spearmen, but you know, they've got to do what's best for them. Of course, we've got that one fucking unit sitting out in front just getting gunned down. That wasn't so smart, but it worked in my favor, so I am alright with that. Swing around there, completely encircle you, and the right flank shall be dealt with forthwith, swiftly, and with great success. Nicely done, boys. Nicely done. We have crushed them on the right. Prepare to meet the garrison force. Well, that first little bit went pretty good. Hopefully we can keep this pace. Get a couple more kills, and then we will bring the cavalry back and prepare to flank our enemies. Yes. Skirmishers, get back. Don't get gunned down. You're too valuable. move the missile troops up. See if we can avoid a very prolonged fight with this relatively small infantry force by taking them out with our missiles instead, and then we can save most of our melee troops for the larger landing force, which, if I am to believe the minimap, has yet to land, and that is good for us. Good for us indeed. Go get them, skirmishers. Throw your javelins well. Did not get as much use of my missile troops as I would have liked to, but that's no big deal. We've got more than enough men to flank these guys quickly and effectively, so we should still be able to shut this down real quick and get ready for the landing force. And by that time, we should have evened the numbers. Go get them, cavalry. Finish off their archers. Let them torment our troops with their biting arrows no longer. Go, my men. Flank them. Charge them from the behind. There you go. Swing around there. That will do nicely. Ah, they're finally landing. They are finally landing. The real battle will soon begin. This was all just practice. This was a pleasant little warm-up provided by our enemies. Thanks to the Byzantine Empire for this nice little practice. It's so kind of them. So kind indeed. Use the cavalry to mop up, and then I'm gonna move everybody else back over to my beautiful little hillside here. I almost kind of wish I could have that hill for every battle. I kind of like where I got stuck on this map. It was pretty useful. Almost unfair. I am going to have more than enough time to reposition. Holy shit. This may be a little overconfident, but I think the Byzantines are fucked. I do. Well, hopefully I didn't just jinx myself there. But we will see. We will see. Come on, boys. Get back in formation. Prepare to meet the enemy host. We've dealt with their scouts and their skirmishing party. Prepare yourselves for the main force. Or main course, if you will. Prepare to dine. Oh, come on. Don't just send them two at a time. Come on now. Be smart about it. Get in formation. And they should have enough time to get their stamina back in order. Oh, this is going really well. I'm sure I will pay for it later. Alright, yeah, we'll just go ahead and move those skirmishers in now. I haven't really gotten much use out of my horse skirmishers yet, so we'll change that. Try to use them to herd these archers over here to the side so they spend more time running, because that's how I like my enemy archers. Scared for their lives and on the run. But we'll herd them over to the side here so they're running instead of shooting. And then we're just gonna toy with those spearmen for as long as we can. Yep. That actually worked out pretty well, as long as you guys can get the fuck out of the way. Don't make me feel like an ass losing half of my horse skirmishers to one isolated unit of spearmen. Please don't make me feel like an ass. Don't do that to me today. I don't know if I can handle it. Oh dear. Alright, skirmishers, get over here. Move you in front of the archers. I guess those spearmen are pansies because they're running away. So, that works in our favor. We'll put the horse skirmishers to better use. Over here. No, we'll make sure these guys don't come back to mess with us in the future. Not a problem at all. Did they turn around? Well, finally they're coalescing into a real fucking force. Okay, that's good. So we might actually have a wee bit of a challenge here at the end. Still nothing too bad. We'll move the horse skirmishers over to this side so we can start working both flanks with our cavalry. Hopefully I can keep them moving fast enough so they don't take many casualties here. I always hate when the archers start picking off cavalry in the open. Makes me feel like a real dick, you know? Alright, there we go. They are marching up the hill. The enemy is before us, men. Steel yourselves for battle. We shall wait until the moment is right, and then we shall close the jaws of the wolf, and they will be trapped within our fangs. Oh, it will be splendid. Splendid indeed. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. There we go. They let those archers run far enough out. They're all by their lonesome. So I'm going to destroy them. Utterly and completely destroy them. They'll probably try to... Yep, that's what they're going to do. They're going to try to bring those swordsmen up to deal with my cavalry. But I should still be able to hit those archers pretty hard before I have to pull them out of there. Oh, there's a few more spearmen down there I didn't see. Not a big deal at all. They are too far away to really make a difference here. Get the skirmishers out of there. That would be a ballsy move, but let's try to hit these. No. We'll go ahead and second guess ourselves here. That would probably be better. Give them something to think about while I go back to my line here. It's just about time to start flanking these little units. There we go. Let's get our flank on. I'm going to flank like a mofo. There we go. Already crumbling. So quickly. So quickly. I think it's about to just become a little bit of house cleaning here. I thought they were going to give me a little bit of a fight there at the end, but it looks as though I was incorrect. They did not have much fight in them. Maybe I will turn up the battle difficulty. We'll see. We will see. I'm pretty sure I've already got it at hard. Maybe I'll move it up to very hard. Hee hee hee. So you're gonna turn around and chase down the cavalry. There's no way we can attack the hill, men. Go after the cavalry. That's probably the smartest thing they've done yet. But here they go, back towards the hilltop. The brave few charge the many. Are they brave, or are they stupid? We shall find out. Hopefully to their detriment. Oh, I probably should have utilized the fast forward function. Probably did not need to micromanage nearly as much as I did. But I thought this was going to be more difficult. I really did. I was confident I was going to win, but I thought this one was going to be a little rougher than this. I didn't know they were just going to keep coming at me in these really small waves. That hasn't happened to me very much in the past. Even with these large landing forces. But I'm not complaining. It worked out in my favor. Quite well. One poor swordsman unit out in the open, about to get royally fucked. You see all those red lines? You didn't know this, but they spell fucked. We will clean up a little bit more here before we end the battle. That way these guys don't get to run back home and defend Syracuse. Hopefully we'll be able to take that sooner rather than later. And I'm pretty confident that after this battle, we may not have to wait at all to take Syracuse. We can probably just roll right on in. There we go. All nice and squeaky clean. That's probably enough. I've already spent enough time on this battle. Especially when you consider how anticlimactic the whole thing was. You need to raise the stakes, Toth. You need to make it more challenging. We will. We will. We'll start going balls deep in the Byzantine Empire here pretty soon. And it will become more challenging then. We have a heroic victory. And I think, yes, we are going to deviate from the Islamic traditions, and we will stay away from taking slaves and slaughtering people, and I think we're going to take on warriors.
Kill them all!
Enemy was killed in battle. Wonderful! Exactly what went... Oh, fuck. Great! Famine. Always nice to see. Because the people were not already angry. Alright, Muhammad. Muhammad the Pious. It's good to know. And Jihad. Ah, that would explain the upkeep. That would explain the upkeep. I think we're going to build towards the campaign movement and nail down that first, like we did in the Kingdom of Wessex. It's just such a useful characteristic to have in your armies, being able to get an extra 10, 20, 30% movement compared to other armies in the game. At least to me, that seems incredibly useful. And like I was suspecting, the defending force of Syracuse is dwindling rather dramatically. I think we've got enough siege equipment to do this shit. Yeah, I think 2 siege towers will do it. They really don't have much going for them. I can probably just get away with auto-resolving this. So, that's what I'm going to do. Shan't waste any more of your time with a boring battle. There we go, stab him in the face. Well done. Efficiently killed. Decisive victory. That's nice. Thank you very much. Well done, Mohammed.
At your command.
And I would like the money. I would really like the money. Yeah, the building's already broken. I know I didn't really want to take slaves, but we'll take a few. We'll just set them free later. Don't worry about it. I'm not quite sure how we'll set them free, but I'll find a way. How nice! The Hunters of Heresy have gained some experience. Let's improve their performance. Hopefully we can improve their name in the near future. For some reason, the Hunters of Heresy it's not resounding within my head. We'll have to come up with something better. Take a look at the buildings and what's worth repairing and what's not. Yes, I think we'll leave it at that. Get the money going. Destroy the buildings we don't need. And of course, Farrell. Farrell is ready for a little more experience.
Ready for battle.
Okie dokie. So, Akragas, what should we do with you? Probably nothing. We do not have the money to do anything with you for the moment. So, we move along. I think that will probably do it for the turn. Just make sure I'm not forgetting anything here. You know, like getting rid of your goddamn mercenaries. You keep them around for so long, they start sucking up all your money. Those little mercenary bastards. We won't let that happen. Okie dokie. Look at the family tree. Muhammad, you've been doing good. We'll get you to make us a little money. We need some money. So, we talked about it a lot. First part, we'll go ahead and have you embezzle some funds. And we'll change the edict. Yes, we will. Because we need more public order and more food. Those are very important right now. We started to make a little money, so we need public order and food. Does anyone want to negotiate? Trade is the fruit of life. Trade with me, Italy. Get over your bullshit. Come on. Come on. Let's be reasonable here, Italy. I'll give you some money. No? God, fuck you, Italy. Why you gotta be a dick? I think that, yeah. That will do it for this turn. Let's see what happens. Now that the whole of Sicily belongs to the Emirate of Sicily. Civil war! That's not good. Neither is attrition. Well, shit. And famine, of course, because we love more famine. Well, at the very least, we can rest safely knowing that Muhammad managed to do nothing except lose us a little more control. Well done, Muhammad. Well done. Much appreciated. Let's see if we can't mitigate this mess. I think I'm going to keep... I would like to say I'm going to keep building to campaign movement. But public order is kind of an issue here. It'd be nice if I could build some more commercial funding here in the short run, but it doesn't seem like that's going to happen anytime soon as far as the research tree is concerned. So, we'll just have to move on with our lives. No problem. I think we'll just wait until next turn to build something there. I feel like I'm missing something, though. I do feel like I'm missing something. What am I missing? God damn you, Toth. What are you missing? No. No, that's good. It's only because I actually have a little bit of money now. That's the only reason I feel like I'm missing something, is because I've actually got a little bit of fucking money. It's probably the end of the turn. I'm just beating a dead horse here. I need to get better at that. And I will. As I said, the Emirate of Sicily will keep his promises, and he promises to get better at his time management. He promises very much. We will be better. Better at our time management. So, let's see what this new turn has to give to us. More attrition! Yeah, more attrition. We love the attrition. At least we get some experience to give to Suleiman. Suleiman needs it. We need to make our son nice and strong. Hopefully, we'll be able to give the throne to him soon so that he can play out a nice 5 to 10 year reign before Hussein becomes old enough to really give a shit. Because I would like to avoid that brotherly rivalry if we can. You know, that particular rivalry that's just so famous between brothers who compete for the throne. They're not known to be the most peaceable. You know? In fact, it's funny, because that brings me back to the Wessex Let's Play. Because at least from my studies, Aethelred and Alfred seem to get along better than many other fraternal siblings in history. And I would love for you to give me some examples of some who did better. I really would. It would be very interesting to me. So, please provide them in the comments. 'Twould be great. Okay, family tree. You have nothing to offer us. That's not very cool. Is it time to build our navy? I think it might. I think it might. I think we'll wait until Hussein's old enough, and then we'll make Hussein our first admiral and start building him up a little bit around some coastal raids. I think that'll work well. That's going to be our strategy until until it's proven to be a bad one, and then we'll change. No, a villa is not quite worth it. I need that piece of land to make a wee bit more money. So it appears as though I will likely have to wait. I keep feeling like I'm forgetting to build something. But every time I open up this little menu here, it keeps reminding me that I'm not forgetting anything. I just want to make more money so badly. I'm looking so hard for that opportunity to arise, to build more profitable real estate, to add to my wealth in any way, because I need the monies. So I suppose we'll raise taxes a little bit, but we will drop them soon. We will. Now that we've gotten the public order a little bit more under control, the whole island of Sicily is under our domain, we will increase taxes just a wee bit to try and fill our treasury. I almost forgot about Omar. Thank you, Total War, for not allowing me to forget. Now we will end the turn. Oh, what will happen next? I imagine the Byzantine Empire is not too happy with me. Oh, yay, more famine. Because, of course, we love famine in Sicily. I love it so much. How can we fix this? We need more food. That is the pressing issue. How can we fix it? There we go. That looks alright. I think that's what we'll do. Yes, we'll get a market going. I like the market. It provides food. We'll lower the taxes again so we can keep the growth going. We can make our towns a little bit bigger, and that will help. How are you doing, Fuddle? Always with the experience. It's a good thing. I'm glad. We need a good experienced imam to lead our faithful. How shall we lead our faithful? Your religious influence is already strong enough. We should probably start working on your zeal. Because your zeal, cunning, and authority suck. Horribly. Horribly, I tell you, Fuddle. Somebody will have to tell me if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. Fuddle. I'm going to change the Justices of Allah as well. I just haven't decided what to. I may just change them to the Justice of Allah. I may. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to start building up their force either way. And I like these levies here because they've got the missile troops as well. Sorry, not missile troops, but they've got the missiles as well. And Hussein, my good boy. Hussein. Is it time for you to be married? We'll check our friends, see if there is not a good diplomatic bride to be had. Yes, Italy. We shall take your daughter. Let us seal this bond with a marriage. Please trade with me. Please. For the love of God, Papal States. Trade with me. Let us trade and not fight. I know this game is called Total War, but let us trade. Pretty please. Thank you. Well, at least I've made friends with the Emirate of Cordoba. Because Italy and the Papal States do not seem to like me very much. Come on. Don't be a dick, Italy. God. Italy, you're such a dick. I've been trying. I'm trying to make friends with you. Don't go to war with me, Italy. I want to be friends. Yes, I know. I know we're friends. But you have little choice in the matter. Okay, Hussein. Time to get you a wife. We've looked at the marketplace. There were none available. So, we will look amongst the populace. Indubitably. I think that will just about do it for this part. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I sincerely hope you enjoyed what you saw here. Until next time, I'll see you later. This is AdHoc Toth. Thank you for watching.